Hey everyone, and welcome to the Slow Burn Garage. I'm Blake, and I know it's been a little while. Right now I have the car almost ready to drive, which means I have a ton of footage to get through. So today is gonna be a very simple video. You're gonna see me take the carburetor apart, clean it up, rebuild it, and put it back on the car. Let's get into gear and get going.
If anybody from LTT is watching and wants to send me a screwdriver, please be my guest. Nope. Yeah. So I have rebuilt motorcycle carburetors before, and they're not that different from what I could see in a teardown video for one of these. It was a fun time learning how to do that on my Suzuki Katana because it had 4 of them. But it shouldn't be that different. I noticed right away a little piece of gasket here. Here's where it came off of. I think the diaphragm is what seals it, but I also noticed in that same spot right in the corner there's a little pinch. These diaphragms are not expensive, so I might just go ahead and replace it because of that. You'd be surprised how little things can affect a carb in a big way. Even just a tiny bit of air getting past something where it's not supposed to can totally mess with the way that your engine runs. Okay, yeah, the whole thing just comes out. There's oil in here. But this black is just wiping right off. This thing was absolutely not running happily. Oh, that's pouring gas. Cool. That's kind of to be expected. Everything's just covered. Oh, this thing was white, silver. I'm trying to decide if this needs to be replaced or not. I'll have to look at how much it costs and then go from there. Okay, no, I'm not happy. There we go. Oops. Oh, there we go. Tiniest little puddle of gasoline behind it. Yummy. That's gonna be a pain to clean. This whole starter box probably. I'll have to see if I can actually take it apart. Kind of seems jammed here. This comes out. Ooh. This gasket looks crusty. This little rod. I'm guessing these just adjust by bending this little wing here. This piece needs to come out now. Not in there too tight, thankfully. There's a little gasket in here. And inside of this, it's basically a little button. So fuel pressure lets the fuel go through here, float comes up and closes it. Okay, these are moving nicely now. I'm guessing this is idle air adjustment. Ugh, that's bad. Old and crusty. Little plastic razor aids. These things are awesome. This goes through to the bottom there, It looks like it could come out, but there's only one flat on it. So I'm not gonna mess with that. So the only other part to come out is the throttle plate. Nuts, lock washer. Got one more piece here, which means we need to figure out all this stuff. Oh, we got a little movement. There we go. 3 now, but I see this spring is kind of coming out with it. Just looking for how to unhook it so I don't screw it up. Yeah, it hooks right in behind this screw. This little brass piece just came off with it. I'm guessing it was on the inside here. Cool beans, spring. Now we've got this other arm with another spring here. Maybe if I take this screw out, this will just slide off with it. Boom. got this washer. Push you down. I think I'm good. Should only go up. This way. Sometimes it goes this way. I think that's good. It's just coated in gunk. Oh my God.
So my main issue was actually this little needle right here, which sits inside of this part of the carburetor. It sits kind of like this, and then this goes in and out to basically enable or disable the choke. When I took this apart, this needle, I couldn't move at all, no matter how hard I tried, even by hand. Now I've spent a bunch of time off camera cleaning it up, so it moves pretty freely. I need to flatten this piece here where the choke attaches to the carburetor. So I'm using the glass to make a nice flat surface. 600 grit sandpaper because it's nice and gentle. And I got a little bit of water. Just gonna give it a nice light wet sand. And apparently the big problem is between these two holes that fuel will make its way past and bypass the whole valve. Of course, this water is getting nice and dirty as all that aluminum. This actually is brighter, it's not just the camera, because all the sanding has happened there, there, and there so far. So all this needs to come down until this is all level. Very exciting stuff. Again, just a little progress check. You can see all of the outside is nice and shiny because it's touching the sandpaper. All this stuff on the inside is not. Getting there. It's kind of cool to see the progress as it goes. Slowly getting into it. Very close. You can see it about there. So I'm almost done here.
I think the rest of this is just corrosion. I think at that point, the gasket should do its job. So I'm gonna clean this up and that should be good. Awesome. We're gonna try and put all this hardware back on here. Okay, first thing I want to do is start getting these old O-rings off. Find the new ones, which should be in this kit. I suspect that's that. I put this one on here before I lose it. Or actually, no, I'm gonna get my oil can first. Tiniest O-ring in the world. Let's see if I can get this to focus. Of course, it doesn't want to go on. There we go. Nice. I may end up just breaking this O-ring. I'm just cutting it up here. Yeah, there it goes. And I'm just gonna go for it. I think the worst that can happen is that I gotta take it apart again. Yeah, that looks good. This one should be easier. Yeah, that looks basically perfect. Choke needle goes inside. I'm gonna put this brass screw back in. This goes back in this carburetor on this side. Apparently you want one of these holes to line up with these holes. You can just see that hole poking out there. Just gonna go like that. I can see that hole starting to appear there. That's actually that hole poking out there. My needle can come right through here and just slide in. Simple. Lovely. This pin, if I remember right, it goes through with the threaded side out, and there's a nut that goes on there. Okay, that's this stuff. This goes in here. Big ass spring. Gasket. It's gonna go like this. Spring. But does that spring go on top or does it go behind? Okay, I'm back. I double checked this. This piece does indeed go this way. This guy go in here. Cool. Hell yeah. This piece does in fact go with this and this piston at the same time. And it needs to go in just like this. So that this little arrow goes in the spring operated piston and the little pin goes in the choke pin. And you can see as I turn this, it's moving both pins at the same time. Next is this tiny little spring. There we go. Next is gonna be this piece. It's a little cam, which is gonna push against this little pin later. The spring needs to go through that hole. You can see the spring is hooked over that arm. It's through the little hole. Now I can take my little E-clip, carefully pop it back into place. Hell yeah. So now I need to put this on here. So I think that's good. There's my gasket. Just like that. next, put this piece back on. In here is another metering screw with another O-ring and an O-ring on here. Plastic here. There we go. Damn it. Hooray. Next is this tiny little O-ring. There we go. It's so hard that it's not coming off, even though I took a chunk off of it. That's awesome. Yeah. See, I'm having trouble getting it up and on top of these threads so I can get it into this shaft here. So this is probably going to be another little challenge, but these gloves are getting in the way. Ugh. Cramps. Oh, dang. Just pop the last little bit in there. Hell yeah. These two go back together. And this whole assembly goes back on the carburetor. Making sure it's seated nicely. Air regulator cap. I don't think this is actually necessary, but you know, it's a couple bucks. All right, the next thing we got to do is take this apart and calibrate this spring. I'm gonna heat it up. Now we're gonna dunk it in the water. Hopefully, I'll help this bolt come out. Nope. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is actually two pieces. All right, well, I'm gonna take this inside. I'm gonna take my junk pot here. We're gonna boil this and we're gonna make a mark on it. I'm gonna put this in the water and we're gonna see that spring move. It's like right here. Okay, so there's my mark. I'm just gonna double check it. Pointing right at my mark there. Back out here in the garage. Okay, so I have my insulator and that is going to go here. Make sure that this little hooky bit is on there. O-ring goes on here. This is the part that I was not looking forward to because we need to rebuild the throttle shaft. You can start with these little bushings, seals that go in the sides here. So I mean, nothing really to it but to get going. I guess my plug here wasn't quite on. One thing at a time. that is in there. Now I need to figure out how all these bits go back together. I'm just trying to figure out which way this throttle shaft needs to go around. I know these need to face out, so then it could be this way or this way, and I don't think it actually matters. Hey. Okay, I believe I have these parts laid out in the order that they need to go on here. Now I just need to figure out orientation and everything like that. This spring, I'm pretty sure starts off right there. And then this should be the fast idle lever. I think they go like this, because this goes over the, yes, that goes like that, which means this spring should come up and go over it, unless it's like this. I think it's, no, that's not lining up right. Because see, this piece of the choke needs to push on this little button here, so there's something not right. Cool, I don't think there's any way around this but to mess with it, so trial and error, here we go. I know this piece goes on next for sure. I don't love that there's nothing here, but I guess it's okay because it leans up against the shoulder of this little cutout. I wonder if I can figure this out before I put it together, because these two go together, they work together, I know that. It's like this. That's definitely it. Because then this screw has somewhere to ride up against. Yep. I'm pretty sure that's right. That'll go this way. Yeah, we're cooking. That's on there. Now this return spring must want to be up here. There we go. Okay, so that spring is resting against the housing here and then against the little arm. Next is brass bushing, which sits here. That allows this piece to rotate freely. Oh, but the spring needs to go on. That's annoying. Dude, do I have it? I think that's actually it. Been struggling for like 30 minutes on this, dude. The only thing I don't like is that doesn't line up perfectly on that peg. I'm hoping it doesn't mean that I have the throttle shaft backwards, because that's gonna suck if I do. But I'm gonna hope for the best and try and do the other side here now. Now this spring came with the rebuild kit. I do think it was meant to replace this spring, but the diagram lists one on this side. So I'm a little bit confused, but whatever. There is a throttle return spring. I'm not worried that the throttle is gonna close. I know spring and then this arm. I'm gonna guess that it goes this way. That seems wrong to me. I think I can put the thing back on the car now. Go on here.
So there you have it. The carburetor's back on the car. It runs a little bit better, but still not great, so we've still got some work to do. But for now, it still feels good to take something off of the board. Next episode, you'll see me run through the ignition and the valve adjustment, and hopefully that'll be enough to get it running a little more smoothly. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe and hit the little bell if you'd like to see the updates as they come.